Sonny's, what is it?
Barnville, you know IKEA?
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so we're back in the games room, and there's lots to unpack here, folks. Is there? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. So today's beer of the day, Molson Export Ale, Canadian beer. Take a sip. Oh yeah, tastes like nectar. Beer of the gods. So there's a few things to talk about. First and foremost, you guys saw in that clip that I showed, I was out of town on the weekend and I was able to hit up a Value Village and some unusual items within that glass cabinet, if you will. Again, I've said it before on this channel many times before, but a lot of times you got to get away from the bigger cities and go out to the country or go off the beaten path to find a lot of the gold out there. It's really hard nowadays. There's a lot of collectors hitting up these thrift stores on a daily basis. So yeah, again, it's very unusual to walk into a thrift store and see N64 games like you saw there, MRC Racing, which is a very good game, Harvest Moon for the GameCube, a GameCube controller, a Jungle Green N64 controller, and there was a couple of Genesis games there as well. That Nintendo Wii, the blue colored Wii, I've always wanted that version of it. I asked the guy, it was just the box. There was no Wii inside, so womp womp. However, I was able to find something interesting within that glass case. I was able to pick up a copy of Winter Olympics by US Gold. Now, at first glance, there's nothing really special about this until you take a closer look at it. So you see that? It's a Mega Drive cart. So, you know, it's not common, but I wouldn't say it's impossible to walk into a thrift store or a pawn shop and find a video game from a different region in Canada, because it is a very multicultural society that we live in. And I've had it happen before. I have two PS2 games back here. I've got Obscure and Tourist Trophy for the PS2, which is a Polyphony motorcycle game. And they're both PAL region games that I found back in the day at the pawn shop. So yeah, I found a copy of Winter Olympics by US Gold, copy from Europe. And I know this is Europe because the Japanese carts are shaped differently. Now, I didn't know this until today. I popped this in. I just wanted to see if it would work, and it does. So any PAL region Mega Drive game, contrary to popular belief, it's not region locked. It will play on your North American Sega Genesis. So it's just the Japanese carts that are shaped differently, and those will not play without modifications or using the Game Genie as a bypass or pass through to play the card. That's my understanding of it. So yeah, I popped it on. It does work. I didn't really play it. I don't know, if there's going to be any discrepancies as far as frame rates are concerned or how the game runs. We'll see. I'll try it out. But I thought it was an interesting conversation piece to have a Mega Drive game in my collection, so I'm happy to pick that up. It was only $4.99, so pretty awesome stuff. The other thing I wanted to talk about, somebody else in my comment section brought this to my attention, and I should have known this because I knew about this, and I just been so busy I didn't get a chance to really take a closer look at this controller. So this is the Xbox 360 controller that I picked up a few days ago, and I forgot to mention, so you guys can see it's got the chrome D-pad on there. So that's basically one of the models where the D-pad rotates, and when you rotate it, it lifts up like a quarter of an inch. So this would give you a better D-pad if you're playing a side-scroller game. I believe that's what they're aiming towards. I could be wrong, but there must have been some complaints with regards to the original D-pad on the 360 for them to enhance this controller. So pretty cool stuff. I should have mentioned that when I first showed off this controller. So rotating D-pad, pretty awesome. Other than that, there's actually really not that much else going on aside from the Amico drama. But up here, again, up near Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, we've got kind of like a not a riot, but we've got protesters protesting a mandate to wear COVID-19 masks if you're a truck driver. But it's sort of ballooned. It's ballooned beyond Ottawa, and it's gone to different cities within Canada. And it's quite the protest, if you will. You can't really go downtown right now. There's trucks, blocking major intersections in downtown Ottawa. And the city is butting heads with these protesters, and they're trying to get these vehicles out of there. But you can't. Some of these trucks, like a full size, like a transport, you can't just come in with a tow truck and put it on a flatbed and move it out of there. It doesn't work like that, especially once they put on their air brakes. It's crazy right now what's going on. So I've been obviously trying to stay away from downtown core. I can't handle it. It's too much for me. It's too much stress. So I guess the last thing we'll talk about, I'm trying to get away from the Amico content. I didn't even make reference to it in the title of this video. So again, I don't give a shit about clicks on my video. But obviously there's a lot going on. I think once, the whole thing collapses and, whatever may be the case, if Intellivision files for Chapter 11 and all the rest of it, because that's probably going to happen. There probably will be sort of like a celebratory video, maybe like a 48-hour live stream or just a wild affair. Maybe we'll have like a bonfire out at a public park somewhere in downtown Toronto, and we'll bring people together, and it's going to be just an incredible celebration, folks, because a lot of the members within the Amico cult, they were quick to sort of point their fingers at us and say, no, you guys are haters. You're wrong. This console is going to succeed. You guys are haters. When a lot of us weren't really haters per se. We were just looking at it from an unbiased, realistic perspective. We were taking off the rose-tinted glasses and looking at it for what it is. And myself included, I interviewed Tommy Tallarico, and at least at the time, I think I was one of the only people that wasn't really starstruck by the guy. And, I remember him sort of chiming in when we were doing that interview, like, hey, maybe this will get you some more subscribers, get your numbers up. And I remember telling him, I don't really care too much about that. I don't care if I have more subscribers. And, unfortunately, the sad reality is a lot of these YouTubers out there, when they did their initial interviews with Tallarico or had some interactions with him or had a retweet, they were a bit starstruck, and some of these channels did benefit from a channel growth, but for all the wrong reasons. And a lot of these channels now, the Retro Bros of the world, the Smash JTs, the Turbo Joes, to a lesser extent, because he hasn't really been posting Amico content lately. They've got their tails between their legs, their backs are against the wall. Even, I hate to say it because I like the guy, DJC, a lot of these channels are going to be eating some serious crow in a couple of weeks. So, it is best for these channels to sort of come out and admit, hey, I was wrong, I was duped, I got taken for a ride, and you guys, the haters, you guys were right all along. So I had a guy reach out to me on Twitter there by the name of, I want to make sure I get his name right, Master System Marceau. I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. I believe he is from Quebec, Canada, but he lives in the US. And he was gracious enough to sort of send me a video response. Well, you guys can see it here. Check it out.
Hey, CJ. Just wanted to tell you, yeah, you got your W, man. You were right about everything about the Amico. And I'm glad that in your last videos, you were also being respectful of the people still on board. while still giving your own opinion. And yeah, you're right, man. You were absolutely right. So I'm not sure what Jeff should be apologizing for, but because it's just an opinion about the video game. But I mean, when it comes to the Amico, if you want an apology, well, you got one from me. Apologize for being wrong. You were right. I never attacked you or anything like that. And you didn't attack me, so that's cool. It's great that when we can respect each other, even when we disagree. But yeah, I made a few Twitter videos for the past few years defending this thing. I never attacked personally anybody, but I was defending the product, and I was wrong. And lately I made a few YouTube videos as well. I don't know if you subscribe to my channel or not, but yeah, and I've been saying lately, all of you guys, you, Rich, Review Tech USA, Darius, Tony, TGD, and a lot of others, you guys are right. I still don't condone sometimes when you guys attack Jeff personally. I don't know if you did. I know because lately you were being respectful, and I appreciate that. But about the Amico, yeah, you guys can take your W, man. No shame. I have no shame in admitting I'm a human being, and I didn't really investigate the thing, and I thought Tommy, seems like a nice guy and didn't seem like a con artist, a con man, or anything like that to me. And we trusted him. And we were idiots to do that, man. I'm not ashamed to admit, I'm not. Sometimes I'm gullible, it seems, and trust people I shouldn't be trusting. So, yeah, take your W, man. I'm pretty sure Jeff will agree with me on that. So, it's nice that we can, still have fun talking about it. Take care, man. Happy Super Bowl.
So, yeah, as you can see here, that's why it's, not necessarily a good thing to sort of laugh and point fingers at everyone's faces that was behind this console, because there were truly some people, such as this guy here, who sort of got taken for a ride, and I don't think it was necessarily this guy's fault. He had some interactions with Tommy, and one thing led to another, and he was excited about this project. I think a lot of people were, and it's pretty stand up, pretty classy for this guy to admit, hey, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I make bad decisions, and we all do. Not just with video games, just in life. Sometimes we trust people that we shouldn't trust. It happens all the time. I find the more that happens, you develop thicker skin, and you're more wary about who you associate with, and you start to develop trust issues with anyone you interact with in life until you get to know them better. So this is just a prime example. So this guy, he's got his own YouTube channel. I'll post a pinned comment with a link to his channel if you want to check it out. I did check it out. He is actually posting some really good rant videos, and it's not all Amico based. So if you would kindly swing by this guy's channel, or if you see him in the comments, give him a friendly hello, because this guy obviously is not, someone that's coming after the haters. He is looking at it from an unbiased perspective. He just got taken for a ride, and he's seeing things for what they're worth right now. So good on that guy. And he's actually, like I said, he's got a really good channel. So if you want to check him out, you might be pleasantly surprised with what you'll find on his channel. So that's pretty much it for me. It's fucking cold out right now. I'm trying to play as many games as I possibly can that I've got on my backlog, but sometimes life gets in the way, and it's hard to game when you've got other stuff, other outside distractions, good and bad, going on in your life here. So I hope you guys are all having a good Valentine's Day. Hopefully you guys picked up some chocolate and some flowers for your significant others out there. And so that's going to do it for me. Not much else to talk about, to be honest with you. But stay tuned for more coverage on the Intellivision Amico as things progress. Again, I'm not really going to cover it too much on this channel. I might mention it in passing. But, you know, obviously there's a lot of channels that indirectly or directly come across my desk, and I check out some of those channels here and there. I've pulled back quite a bit on what sort of content I'm watching with regards to that. There's just so much right now. So many people are posting videos on it. I've had to be a little bit more picky, choosy about which videos that I am watching. So better to stand back and watch as a silent observer. And you know, when something groundbreaking happens, you know, once the House of Cards falls, maybe that'll be a couple months from now, then I'll post a video and we'll have a little bit of a celebration. But until then, that's going to do it for this. I put this back here for DVD Fever Games, Frank Booth, Blue Velvet. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.